2 deputy party leaders. Deputy party leader Benjamin Kebaso. Another deputy party leader, Mheshimiwa Matano Chengo. National chairperson, the Honorable, or should I say His Excellency, Walter Mongare Nyambane. Deputy chairperson, Madame Rachel Mwakazi. Secretary General, Dr. Barana Muluka. Deputy Secretary General, Madame Naomi Sidi. Ladies and gentlemen, I am reading the resolutions, but Madame Naomi Sidi deserves a standing ovation. Deputy Secretary General, Madame Naomi Sidi. Let's give her a standing ovation. Standing ovation for Madame Naomi Sidi. Thank you very much. You may be seated. National Treasurer, Mheshimiwa Cleophas Oyaro. Deputy Treasurer, Mheshimiwa Kupata Matano. National Organizing Secretary, Mheshimiwa Beatrice Nakaiyayi Kipish. Deputy Organizing Secretary, the Honorable Peter Ellen. Secretary, Legal and Constitutional Affairs, Mheshimiwa Joshua Makori. Secretary, International Affairs, Mheshimiwa Eric Orina. Secretary for Women Affairs, Mheshimiwa Lydia Gimode. Secretary, Youth Affairs, Mheshimiwa Brad Shitani. Secretary, Parliamentary Affairs, Mheshimiwa Masai Mwawira. Secretary, National Security and Intelligence, Mheshimiwa Ferdinand Masha Kenga. Secretary, PWD Affairs, Mheshimiwa Evans Kasena. And we have got our Executive Director, Daisy Chelagat. Number 4, Code of Conduct. The party adopts the Code of Conduct and conflict resolution mechanisms as has been circulated. This Code of Conduct and the party rule book shall be appendices to the DNA Constitution and part of the Constitution. Number 5, party colors and symbols. The colors of the Democratic National Alliance shall remain as those of the USPK, being maroon, black, and gold, with a tinge of white. The symbol of the party shall be the African water pot, bearing a mosaic of colors, the colors of the party, and festooned in a ring with the name of the party, and the party's motto, which shall be, your voice, your power. Your voice, your power. 6, expanded National Executive Committee, NEC, for wider national outlook, gender balance, youthful presence, and other considerations essential for greater inclusivity, NEC is hereby expanded to include the following officials: 1 party leader with 4 deputy party leaders, 1 national chairperson with 4 deputy national chairs, 1 secretary general with 1 deputy secretary general, 1 national treasurer with 1 deputy national treasurer, 1 national organizing secretary with 4 deputy organizing secretaries, 1 official each in the following portfolios: Secretary, Public Policy and Economic Affairs, Secretary, Legal and Constitutional Affairs, Secretary, Publicity and Information, Secretary for Women Affairs, National Youth Coordinator, National Women Coordinator, Secretary, Special Interest Groups, Secretary, Parliamentary Affairs, National Assembly, and Secretary, Parliamentary Affairs for the Senate, Secretary, Devolved Government, Secretary, Innovation, Research, Science and Technology, Secretary for the Arts, Creative Industry and Culture, Secretary, Innovation, Research, Science and Tech, Secretary, Special Programs and Social Welfare, Secretary, Labor and Human Resource Development, Secretary for Education, Secretary for Agriculture, Health and Food Security, Secretary for National Security, the Secretary for Humanitarian and Disaster Management Affairs, Secretary, Political Affairs and Campaigns. These positions shall be subsumed into the new, revised and updated DNA party constitution. NEC is hereby granted the authority to subsume these DNA portfolios and populate them with members and to present them to the Kenyan public. Further, NEC is hereby authorized to populate the positions at the earliest opportunity and submit them to the National Governing Council for ratification. 7. A National Delegates Convention and National Delegates Congress. NDC resolves that the free variation and alternative use of the names National Delegates Congress and National Delegates Convention in the party constitution be and are hereby harmonized and shall henceforth be cited as National Delegates Convention. 8. Party membership. All members of Umoja Summit Party at the time of this transition shall automatically become members of DNA at the time of this transition, which means now DNA membership shall be both individual and corporate. Regulations shall be developed to be approved by NEC. 9. Collaboration with other political parties. NDC hereby authorizes NEC to seek and enter into cooperation and alliance with other like-minded, constructive and progressive political parties and formations ahead of the next election of the President of the Republic of Kenya, as well as elections for the positions of governor throughout the 47 counties of Kenya, provided that such cooperation and alliances shall not be prejudicial to the interests of DNA, nor to the greater good and interests of the peoples of Kenya and their democratic institutions and human rights. NDC hereby grants authority to the National Governing Council of DNA to ratify any entering into collaboration with other parties before the collaboration or alliance can become effective. 10. NDC hereby resolves that the head office of DNA shall be relocated from Mombasa to Nairobi for ease of transaction of party business with other relevant national authorities. NEC is hereby authorized to find appropriate facilities within the city of Nairobi and set up offices as the new party headquarters. These premises shall be different from the Nairobi County DNA branch office. Last but not least, there is established the office of Board of Trustees of the Democratic National Alliance to safeguard the party from arbitrary action. A detailed description shall be developed and be approved by the National Executive Committee. Delegates, ladies and gentlemen, your resolutions.
A big round of applause, ladies.